madres son todos los trozos.
Tengo una llave de tierra que corta.
¿Cuál es la fecha de hoy, por favor? Mi kipa vale más que sus baterías.
Tengo una pizarra blanca que se alimenta de los niños.
¿Tienes propiedad? Que puedo hacer flexiones mientras se come una pelota de baloncesto. Quiero comer pollo frito o comer un caramelo en un concurso de buceo.
Una vez tragado un pájaro que se sabe a puro de manzana en un frasco de mayonesa.
Tengo un teléfono celular que se teletransporta personas en todo el camino desde China a Rhode Island, mientras que la alimentación de varias ovejas a la vez, el sabor como ovejas, pero ni mojo en una piscina de caldo de pollo.
Well, Mr. Frederickson, I think we have a point. So you and your wife are not getting along. Why is this?
She's very mean to me.
Why?
I come home from work and she goes, why are you home so late? And I say, well, I was working extra hours. And then she just slaps me in the face.
I see. Well, what do you do with this behavior?
I just go back to my work. I sit there all night and cry myself to sleep.
Well, this is a very tough situation here. Well, now I think we're gonna ask your wife a couple questions. Okay? Okay, Mrs. Frederickson. We know that, you and your husband are having some difficulties, and he claims that he, was slapped by you. Explain that for me, please?
That's not true.
Okay, then. Well, next question. Why does he say that?
Because, I don't know, maybe he just says stuff that he doesn't really mean to say because he's really mad about my actions.
I got it. Another question. Let's see. Oh, how do you feel about his, getting home late?
I feel that it's his fault because it's his fault that he gets home late, and maybe he should drive faster.
Yes, I understand this. What about, did you ever think of him saying that he gets late because of his job is hard?
No, he never mentioned that to me.
Okay. Mr. Frederickson, we will now talk to you. Oh, so, Mr. Frederickson, response to your wife's action.
Well, I'd really like to go home earlier when I'm supposed to go home, but my boss makes me do extra things. And, well, if I go home, then I'll get fired and we'll lose our house. So I'm only doing this to keep our house and get some money. I want to keep our house and I want to get home earlier so my wife doesn't get mad every night, but I just have to.
I see what you're trying to, put down on the plate for dessert. Well, do you ever try to tell your boss you can't stay home late?
Yeah, I do, but he just says if you go home, he says if you can go home, but if you do, you'll get fired.
What does your boss look like, act like, and, yeah, what is he like?
He's an old man. He's in early 80s, late 70s. I don't really know, but I think he's just, I think he stays there at night, to be honest, because I heard some rumbling in the office when I stayed there one night.
So he's a lonely person.
Yeah, he's very lonely.
Is he very mean to you?
Yes, he's very mean to me.
Well, Mrs. Frederickson, back to you. On response to your husband's phrase that he gets home late because his boss forces him to.
Well, I really never thought of that. I never thought that it could be of his boss. I thought it was just because of him that maybe he had to just do late work. I don't know.
So, do you think your husband and you should go up to his boss and confront him?
Yes, I really think we should now, and I'm sorry to Bob because I'm really sorry because I was very mean to him and I had no idea it was his boss. But I wish he would have told me it was his boss, then we wouldn't have, had this problem.
I see, Mrs. Frederickson. So, are you sorry to Bob? Yeah, you are sorry to Bob.
Yes, I am very sorry to Bob.
Yes. Well, I know you both love each other, so that is a very good deal. And you will talk to his boss and confront him. And I think the situation is over. Thank you for your time, Mrs. Frederickson.
Thank you.
I pity the fool!
So, Mr. Boss, how's it going?
It's going very well.
So, how old are you?
74!
Oh, so, I think Bob was wrong about your age, 'cause, he said early 80s and late 70s?
I pity that fool!
Good to see you, Bob.
Good to see you!